Hello, ambitious quarter life females. Welcome to today's training, and thank you so much for your patience. I know the training got postponed from yesterday, but we're here and we're making it happen today. So, in today's training, I'm going to be taking you through three simple steps that's going to boost your confidence when it comes to your career, although these three steps can help you in other areas as well. So I know we've got some new members to the group as well. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Karen Louise. I'm a quarter life transformation coach. I specialise in confidence and mindset work, particularly helping ambitious, driven females in their mid-20s and 30s to make massive mindset shifts happen so that they can confidently take the action they need to create the freedom they desire in their life. And I absolutely love what I do. And I love being part of this group. Every single one of you are contributing to this group growing, sharing your businesses, and as always, I encourage you to come on into the group and start sharing your own posts as well, sharing your experiences, your knowledge. If you've got any questions, we're all here to help and support one another. So, on to tonight's training. First of all, I want to talk to you about where this training's kind of come from, because I've seen it come up several times recently, and it's kind of what inspired the training, really. So perhaps you've got confidence in yourself in general, and other people would describe you as a confident person. You'd even describe yourself as a confident person. But then when it comes to your career, you've either started to, or you've been doing it for a while, questioning yourself and your abilities in yourself and the work that you do. Or perhaps you want to feel more confident speaking up in meetings, dealing with senior stakeholders, senior members of your business or the corporation that you're in. Perhaps you want to be able to progress in terms of your career, but that would mean delivering a lot more presentations, and that's a fear that you have around that kind of public speaking that's holding you back. Or even it's the self-confidence to take the action you need to be able to move your business forward, but it's that lack of self-confidence that's holding you back in making that progress that you want in your career. And I totally get it. I've got a secret to share with you. You're not alone. You're not alone. It's something that I hear so often, but there's almost an embarrassment behind kind of admitting it, because you're a high achieving, successful woman. So to even admit that you're having that self-doubt can then make it quite isolating as well. So I want you to know that you're absolutely not alone. And the good news is, I'm going to share with you three simple steps today that are going to take you not very long to implement, because I know that you're busy women. And these are going to give you instant results that are going to give you that boost that you need. And also they're going to help you time and again in the future if that self-doubt or that lack of self-confidence creeps in. And so what I just want to mention as well is that when I refer to career confidence, I'm including within that working for someone else in another organisation, or even if you work for yourself in your own business, it's still your career that we're talking about. So whichever side you are, this is still going to be really helpful for you if the examples I've given resonate with you. So the first step that I want you to take is creating and adding into your daily work routine. At the end of the day, I want you to have a daily achievement list. Now, if your immediate reaction to me saying list is, Karen, I've already got enough freaking lists as it is, I don't need you adding another one. This list has a different purpose. So majority of us, we start our working day and we have our to-do list. So we start our day focusing on the things that we haven't done that we need to get done. And I'm not suggesting that you stop having a to-do list whatsoever, because at the start of the day, you do need to acknowledge what needs to be your focus and priority for that day. But what can happen is at the end of the day, and another great practice to get into is making sure that you do have an end of your working day where you then switch off from that point onwards, from being in work mode, to allow yourself to have some downtime to refuel and recharge as well. But that's not part of that this step. I digress there for a moment, but that is really important as well. But so what can happen is at the end of your working day, you then look at your to-do list and go, oh my goodness, I've still got all of those things on the list that I didn't get done today. I'm now going to have to do them as well tomorrow on top of the other things that I already need to get done tomorrow. So then you're ending your day in that frame of mind. This is why I want you to bring in to your work routine, your daily routine, a daily achievement list. So when you end your working day, rather than focusing on what you haven't got done, I want you to list out everything in that day that you did achieve. Because you're a successful woman, you're good at what you do. So I guarantee you're going to have a number of things that you can put on that daily achievement list. What this practice is going to do is it's going to, first of all, force your mind to actually go through all of the achievements that you've actually had that day. The act of writing it down ingrains it even further into the mind. When you get into the practice of doing this on a daily basis, you're feeding your mind consistently with evidence to show that you are achieving daily results in the work that you're doing. And that's really going to help to contribute in boosting your confidence. So that's the first step that I want you to take. The second step is I want you to, and this is a one-off exercise for you to do, I want you to create a document, whether that's in your journal, on your phone, on your laptop, but I want you to keep it somewhere that you can then refer back to it on a regular basis as and when you need to. And this is going to be your career achievement log, okay? And I would recommend that you allocate maybe 15 to 20 minutes of your time, maybe in your lunch break, maybe when you're commuting to or from work if you can, but at a time when you're not going to be interrupted, and you can just give yourself this moment, because what I want you to do is I want you to mentally go back to the very beginning of when you started your very first job. So even if it was your part-time job when you was in school, I worked in a bakery, for example, and when I did this exercise, there were loads of achievements that I had from when I was a Saturday girl working in this bakery. And they went on that list because back then they were big achievements, and being a Saturday girl was a massive achievement in itself. So I want you to mentally go back and I want you to list out every single achievement in each of the jobs that you've had, and go back to when you was in that job and when that really was a massive achievement for you and you was proud of yourself and you celebrated that success that you had, and list out every single job up until the present day. And what you're going to have is a long list of all of your achievements to date, career-wise. And you can do this as well on a personal basis. Even if you just go back and think of your life in general, you can have it as my life achievements, and you can apply the same principle if you want as well. And then what you can do is, if or when self-doubt starts to creep in, your self-confidence starts to get a little bit low, I want you to get your career achievement log out, okay? And I want you to read through that. And again, what that's going to do, because we're always kind of playing tricks on our mind, because our mind works in an automated way. It's programmed and conditioned, and it's comfortable being the way that it is. And so what we're wanting to do is trick it. Okay, so we're wanting to feed it with evidence on a regular basis that shows we're freaking amazing, because we are, and we're great at what we do, and we've had so many achievements and so much success. So this is a great way for you to remind yourself, and it will give you an instant boost when you remind yourself of all of those things that you've achieved today. So that's step 2. Step 3, the final step, is to reach out for support. And the reason that I've included this as a step is because I think it's so important that we remove the isolation that comes from having that self-doubt, having that fear, and that lack of self-confidence, and then not being open and speaking to anyone about it, because that actually makes it stronger. Once we speak to other people about it, we start to take the power and the control back, and it lessens those feelings. So, for example, what you could do, and when I was working in the corporate world for many years, in every job that I had, I always had a mentor, somebody that I worked with who was further along in their career than me, who I respected, admired the way that they worked. I respected the experience that they had, and I would reach out to them and I would ask them if they would go into a mentoring agreement with me. Every single time the person said yes, and I learnt so much from them. And what it also meant was that I had that support if I was having those feelings of self-doubt or fear around my own abilities and knowledge as well. So a mentor at work, someone who has more experience than you in the area that you want to develop in and that you can learn from. Or working with a coach that can help you to unravel what these beliefs are that are holding you back and help you to move forwards and release them once and for all. Or another option is to join some kind of support network of like-minded women. Now, whether or not they've got a group on Facebook and maybe they meet up, and it's a local group of women that maybe meet up once a month, and form friendships with like-minded women. And what you're going to find 9 times out of 10 is that woman that you're looking at going, wow, she's doing amazing. I wish I could be like her. I wish I could have that confidence that she's got. And when you connect with that woman and you actually speak to her, you'll be amazed to find out that she actually deals with and overcomes those same fears and those same areas where her confidence sometimes isn't where she wants it to be. So not only does it remove the isolation, but it gives you that bit of support as well. So they're the 3 simple steps that you can implement in a short amount of time that's really going to give you that boost in your career confidence. And if what I've been talking about today has resonated with you and you would like to know more about how we could work together in a coaching relationship, and I could help you to overcome those limiting beliefs that are holding you back at the moment from making that progress that you want in your career, please do reach out and message me directly, and we can absolutely have a chat around that. And I can share more information with you. So as always, let me know what have been your biggest takeaways from today's training, and of course keep us updated in the group with how you get on using the steps that I've gone through with you today. And I will see you in the next training.